In the 1930s, La Pasionaria.
In an inferno of fascist terror, we are ready to fight to the bitter end to defend our liberties.
First, a news summary.
BBC News with David Harper. European countries say Ukraine will need US security guarantees before they are willing to deploy troops there as part of a peace deal. Washington suggested the use of European peacekeepers to guarantee the agreement Donald Trump hopes to negotiate with Moscow. European leaders are meeting in Paris in the coming hours to discuss the situation. The Kremlin has said Tuesday's meeting with US officials will seek to restore its relations with Washington in their entirety. Moscow has been under heavy sanctions for many years because of its attack on Ukraine. The future of Gaza and the ceasefire between Hamas and Israel are also on the agenda during the US Secretary of State's visit to Saudi Arabia. President Trump's plan to take over Gaza and evict Palestinians from there has been widely condemned. The Israeli Security Cabinet is today expected to discuss the next phase of the ceasefire deal with Hamas. It should involve the freeing of all hostages held by Hamas and Israel withdrawing from Gaza, but there are questions whether this will happen. Concerns over the use of data have led to South Korea restricting access to the Chinese AI chatbot DeepSeek. Customers won't be able to download the app, which has made headlines with its high performance and low development costs. The Chinese president has met business leaders amid growing concerns about slow economic growth. It was the first such meeting in 7 years. Beijing has criticized the State Department's decision to delete from a fact sheet the mention of US opposition to Taiwanese independence. It said it sent the wrong signal to what it called separatist forces. There's been a militant attack in northern Benin. 6 soldiers were killed, as were 13 rebels. The country has been facing an increase in violence as jihadist groups seek to extend their influence from the Sahel region. A court in Singapore has fined the leader of the opposition Workers' Party for lying to a parliamentary committee. Local reports say Pritam Singh will keep his seat in Parliament. And that's the latest BBC News.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamp Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamp Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820, or you can visit our website www.welllamb.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamb@gmail.com. Well Lamb Shippers, fast, reliable and trustworthy.
There. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamb.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamb@gmail.com. Well Lamb Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie, and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Welcome.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Okay, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. I want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Monday edition of the morning show. Today is Monday, the 17th day of the month of February, the year 2025. Are you alive? Are you well? Are you hearing me as well? Well. That means there is hope. Yes. There's no need giving up. Some way, somehow, God has seen us through the first month, the second month. We are in the 17th day. Virtually crossed the halfway of the second month as well. So why not? Let's be grateful to God for all that He has done for us. It is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Okay, so from now till 12 o'clock, where I'll be bringing you the current affairs program, and then at 12 when I will cross over to Cyprus to bring you Career 101 with HRH Linda Pallien. Yes, just glue yourself, get it up, get yourself a hot or cold drink, whichever is appropriate, and let's take this journey, the journey to the known. And let me say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Gai. Good morning to Mr. Olaimi Koike, let me see, should I say down south, but not south of Africa, down south west of Africa. Good. And then let me say good morning also to HRH Linda Pallien, all the way in Cyprus. And then good morning also to Mr. Malik Dramani Mahama, KB Bosman, Vicky Newton, and every one of you who tune in each day to listen to us. Anthony Dedeji, good morning. Aziz, good morning to you. Shamsuddin, good morning. A special good morning also goes to the one and only Eben, all the way in South Africa. I salute you. I hope you are doing very, very well. To the Hammons in Ghana. Yes, Mr. Frank Davis, good morning to you. Dabedes, good morning to you all. And to every one of you who tune in each day to listen to us. Felix, all the way in Aberdeen. Master, good morning. Kojodi, good morning. Mr. Dan Taberi, CEO of GI Accountancy Services, good morning to you. Mrs. Evelyn Taberi, good morning to you and the girls. I know you're on half term and therefore you are enjoying, right? Good one there. But wherever you are, we want to say thank you very much for tuning in to listen to us today. It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, so by way of program, I'm going to bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast will follow suit, then the travel update. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe, and that is known as Global Trotting, which we will bring you all the story. We'll bring you the details of that during the course of the program. Then at 11:45, the lines are open for you to add your voice to the discussions. At exactly 12 o'clock, we take you to Cyprus, where our own HRH Linda Pallien will be to bring you Career 101. Then after that discussion, we'll bring the curtain down for the end of the program. So in the gist, that's what is going to happen this morning. So wherever you are, do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones, and invite them to like our pages as well. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay. All right then. Just bear with me. There is something playing up with my Facebook broadcast that I'm trying to get. Yeah, I got it now. Okay. Yeah, so let your comments be known as well in any of the discussions that we're looking at, and I promise you one thing for sure, I'm gonna be touching on that, right? Yeah, right. Okay. So by way of the quote for the day, it says, every successful person was at some point pregnant with a vision, a dream or idea, and like a pregnant woman, experienced physical, psychological, and emotional challenges in the process. So we all go through those changes and those feelings and those so wherever it is that you are dreaming of, at times you think, oh, it's not going well. The pregnant woman feels that same way. You think, you ask yourself lots of questions, but be rest assured, if you have the vision, yes, and you've written it down, run with it, and it's just a matter of time, things will take along perfectly. Wherever you are, once again, welcome to the program. Let's crack on. Okay, now when it comes to the weather front, we're going to be experiencing some nice kind of weather today, but it's cold. Yeah, it's going to be a bit sunny there, but let me tell you more about it. For those of us in London and the southeastern part of England, this is how the weather is going to be. Today will be we'll see lengthy sunny spells through the late morning and the afternoon with just a few areas of patchy cloud around. It's going to be chilly and breezy though. Now tonight will be cold and largely dry with partly cloudy skies and clear spells breaking through. Gentle to moderate southeasterly winds expected as well. Top temperature is going to be 5 degrees. The lower is going to be -1. And then UV level is going to be moderate. Pollution is going to be low. Sunset is going to be at 17:19, and sunrise for tomorrow morning is going to be at 07:11 hours. So that is by way of the weather forecast for you. This is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's go straight on to the travels this morning. A half term, and that means that a lot of work that will be going on. Yes, so on the underground this morning, Circle Line is experiencing minor delays between Edgware Road and Hammersmith due to a faulty train. Good service on the rest of the line though. Hammersmith and City Lines also minor delays between Edgware Road and Hammersmith due to faulty train. And as it's been said, good service on the rest of the line. On the other underground lines, yes, they are all running a good service. London Overground, good service. Yes, DLR, good service. But the London Tram Link has got a planned part closure Sunday the 16th to Sunday the 23rd February. No service between Reeves Corner and East Croydon. Please use local London bus services. Okay, so that is for your information. No service between Arena and Elmes, and please use local buses, route 289 to and from Addiscombe or Beck tram stop instead. All right then. So that is the information there for you. On the major roads in London, well, I can tell you shortly, A10 and Blackwall Tunnel are experiencing serious delays, but all the others are running a good service. Are good. No much traffic there. Now, River Bus is running a good service. London Cable Car, good service there. Bringing us straight to the final segment of the Travel Lab. That is the National Rail. And boy, oh boy, I've got news for you. But wherever you are, keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads. Also keep it navigated. Our promise, our bond. So, on the National Rail this morning, Cross Country has got special service, East Midlands special service, Great Western Railway special service, Greater Anglia special service, Island Line, Mersey Rail, Northern Rail, ScotRail special service, Southern, Thameslink, Transport for Wales special services there, and Gatwick Express has no service. So please check before you leave. That aside, all the others are running a good service there, and that's where I would say it, or how I would say it once again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your coverage for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. We take a quick commercial break, and once we come back, we'll continue with the show. Don't you touch the dial. Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are short of prompt pickup, anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
All right, and welcome back to the program. This is Star Radio UK, and this is the Monday edition of the morning show at exactly 11 o'clock, 11 minutes past 11 here in London, and wherever you are. I hope that you are enjoying the show as well. But hey, do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones. Okay. To all listeners on the Yoruba Nation platforms, I salute you. Koiki Media platform, I salute you. United States of Biafra platforms as well, I salute each and every one of you. And once again, I say welcome to the program. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our program. And let me say good morning to Bishop Adeshina once again. Okay, so cracking on. Now, global trotting, let's go. Now, home here in the UK, some of the stories making the rounds. Prime Minister is ready to put troops on the ground in Ukraine to protect peace. Keir Starmer said securing a lasting peace in Ukraine was essential to deter Vladimir Putin from future aggression. Okay, and Special Forces blocked 2,000 credible asylum claims from Afghan commandos. MOD confirms. And then pledge of 2 million extra NHS appointments met. A Prime Minister is also saying there. A fake belly said they take my furniture. And then some other stories making the round. Okay. Making the round. Just bear with me. All right then. Okay. My apologies there. Let me say good morning to my princess, Karen, on her way. Yes, she says she's on flight now. All right then. She's boarded the flight, so now I know I can put my head down and get on with it. Now, couple held in Iran need prompt UK action, says Nazanin's husband. Okay. So we go on from there. So coming your way from Star Radio UK. Okay. All right then. Now, in other stories making the rounds there as well. In other stories, Europe holds Ukraine summit in Paris as Russia heads to Saudi for talks with the US. Now, information coming through says that Zelensky is saying that, you know what, if we are not going to be part of the summit or the negotiation in Saudi Arabia, then we're not going to be taking any whatever treaty that they're going to be signing or entering into. We're not going to be part of it. After all, the supporters of Ukraine, that has been one of the key supporters of Ukraine, that is Europe, is not being even allowed. Trump is saying, you know what, I'm going to just get on with it. But what do you think about that? The stance of Trump and NATO, has it actually weakened NATO? And is it about time that European leaders now look up to themselves to fight their own battles rather than relying on the US. After all, they know that when it comes to boot, US can stand Russia. But when it comes to boot, there's no way that Europe will be able to stand Russia. And that's why they be hiding behind the big brother, that is the United States of America. But what do you think? Should now the European countries decide, you know what? We have EU, we have NATO. Let's get on. Let's arm ourselves to the teeth or whatever we want to do. Let's get all the nuclear, whatever we want to do, and make sure. But how do you think it's all going to happen? Well, Russia is saying that, you know what, I'm sure, or we are sure that this summit I'm going to be having in Saudi Arabia will mean the full installation or reinstating of Russia's commitment or into the developed advanced country status once again, where all sanctions against them will be taken away. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. In Africa, the 10 Ugandan opposition figure treated in clinic overnight. There are concerns about Kiza Besigye's health as his hunger strike enters a second week. Okay, you just looking at his face, a picture that was taken of him when he was arrested and put like in a cage. Yeah, you look at it and you know that this man, they need to do something about that. Now, second, DR Congo City falls to Rwanda-backed rebels. Now, the DRC authorities are calling for international community to place sanctions on Rwanda. They said not on Rwanda as a country, but the leadership of Rwanda, who seem to be backing the rebels, the M23 rebels, taking over there. But what do you think about all that? It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Well, the world's first openly gay imam had been shot dead in South Africa as well. Those are some of the stories making the round. And in Mali, dozens killed in the Mali illegal gold mine collapse. This is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Now, why were Nigerian military chiefs and some military hierarchy denied visa to Canada? We will be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. Still on the African continent, DRC rebel held territory expands with capture of Bukavu, and then cheers and confusion on M23 rebels enter Bukavu. A UN chief warns DRC conflict risks escalating into a regional war. And then former Mauritian Prime Minister arrested in money laundering probe. And those are some of the stories making the rounds there. In other stories making the rounds, this time round from Nigeria, U.S. to deport Nigerians. First batch includes convicted prisoners. And then oil theft drops to 5,000 barrels per day as output hits 1.7 million barrels per day. NUPRC is saying the result of Katsina State local government election has emerged, and Nigeria's 6 AU-backed maritime task force for Gulf security. U.S. to deport Nigerian first batch, as I've just said earlier on. We'll be telling you more about that. Now, when it comes to Ghana, the Office of the Special Prosecutor's Action for Security of Tenure, Awar Mohammed, is also calling for, and Muhammad calls for African self-reliance in financing development, and I've called for that several times. Should I call myself a prophet? No, I wouldn't call myself a prophet when it comes to such issues, international law or stuff like that. But again, the issue is how reliable, how can we even go on to be looking at our own things and just getting it on, rather than being dependent on others. If you are dependent on somebody, you go calabash in hand begging for arms. Or what do you think? Well, those of you in Ghana as well who follow all these, Bishop Salifu Amuaku and wife have been rearrested. Why? We know that back in the day, sometime last year, the son drove a car into, was involved in an accident that caused the life of, is it 2 girls? And stuff like that. So, I don't know whether it's still pertaining to that, because earlier on they were arrested. And so if they say they are rearrested, maybe it's pertaining to that same incident. Now, revitalizing chieftaincy. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah calls for chiefs' roles in governance. Well, has he been given a chieftaincy position in his village or his town? Well. He's saying that, they need to be given some role. Now, without that role, if you see what they are doing, what role can they play? And how would that work? Still coming away from Starr Radio UK. Let me say good morning to Mr. Kofi Ali Abdul Yakin. He hit the guts of all these kings and chiefs. So I don't know what his take about it will be, but it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Investing in football in Ghana isn't worth it. I'm considering quitting. Pakwesi Indum is saying, I know lots of his investment have been destroyed, and therefore, definitely, if you think anything is still milking instead of improving, then it's just a matter of time, then he will quit. MPP's disconnection from public sentiment is dangerous. Bright Simons is saying, that's pertaining to the aura, where lists of names of individuals have been given to their body that the president set up to look into compilation of people who are allegedly have squandered state funds in a way, one way or the other. But hey, you want to know more? You got to stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. This is Starr Radio UK. We're going to be bringing you more on all that front. And 6 March is going to be taking place as well. Let me say good morning to Vicky Newton. I'm going to be bringing you that announcement as well. But for now, let's take a commercial break. We come back and we continue with the show. Musical break. My apologies. This is from Pastor Theodora Boache answer. And it's a word from God saying, before I formed you, I knew thee. Enjoy it and I'll be with you.
Hear me now, He is the God of creation, the mighty one of Israel. He holds the sun in its place, He calls the stars one by one. That's the God who made you, He has called you His own. Yes, He has consoled you, sons of good, not evil. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're going. These are His words, let every man hear. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're going. These are His words, let every man hear. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew your name. I call you by your name. Before I formed you in the belly, listen now, say a righteous man's steps are ordered by God. So in times of trials, lift your eyes to the hills. He that keepeth Israel, He will watch over you. What they meant for evil, my God will work for your good. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're going. These are His words, let every man hear. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're going. These are His words, let every man hear. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew your name. I called you by your name. Before I formed you in the belly, Now if you believe that, come on, let's say this to the world. He knows my name. He calls me friend. I have the fear.
The best radio show.
All around the world. Sit back, relax.
Archie on Starr Radio. Nobody does it better.
Come on, rejoice. Lift your hands up, give him praise. Cause he knows. Yes, he knows. Yeah.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Welcome back to the program. Yeah, still one other commercial announcement, and then we go on from there. The Croydon celebration, Croydon is celebrating Ghana's 68th independence flag raising ceremony, and it's taking place on the 6th of March 2025 at the Forecourt Croydon Town Hall. The time is 10 a.m. It's under the auspices of the civic mayor of Croydon, Councillor Kola Agbola, and it's been sponsored by Victims, Special Ladies, and a lot more. So wherever you are, make your way on the 6th of March, exactly at 10 a.m. for the flag raising ceremony that's going to be taking place here in Croydon. All right, then. Thank you very much. And once again, let me say good morning to Vicky Newton. She is a facilitator of that particular program. All right then, KB, good morning to you as well. Let's move on. Let's look at some of the other stories making the rounds this morning. So, well, the details of them. In the UK front, Sir Keir Starmer has said he's ready and willing to put UK troops on the ground in Ukraine to help guarantee its security as part of a peace deal. The UK Prime Minister said securing a lasting peace in Ukraine was essential if we are to deter Putin from further aggression in the future. Ahead of an emergency summit with European leaders in Paris on Monday, Sir Keir said the UK was prepared to contribute its security guarantees to Ukraine by putting our own troops on the ground if necessary. I do not say that lightly, he wrote in the Daily Telegraph. He said, he went on further to say, I feel very deeply the responsibility that comes with potentially putting British servicemen and women in harm's way. Sir Keir added, but any role in helping to guarantee Ukraine's security is helping to guarantee the security of our continent and the security of these countries. The end of Russia's war with Ukraine, when it comes, cannot merely become a temporary pause before Putin attacks again, he said. This means UK troops could be deployed alongside soldiers from other European nations alongside the border between Ukraine-held and Russian-held territory. Sir Keir had previously only hinted that British troops could be involved in safeguarding Ukraine after a ceasefire. Health Secretary West Streeting said the government views the way in Ukraine as the front line for Europe and the front line for Britain. This all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. But what do you think about that move? Well, somebody says it's a bold move, but do you think you are doing the right thing at all? Do you think, sending troops on the ground, well, like he said, it's going to put people in harm's way. However, that same thing happens, that they are there to protect the peace. What if Russia does anything? And then we'll come to that, the other bit when it comes to the Europe and the US as we continue to look at these stories. Now, UK Special Forces Command rejected resettlement application from more than 2,000 Afghan commandos who have shown credible evidence of service in the unit that fought alongside the SAS and SBS, the Minister of Defense has confirmed for the first time. Now, UK Special Forces officers appear to have rejected every application from a former Afghan commando referred to them for sponsorship, despite Afghan units having fought with the British on life-threatening missions against the Taliban. The MOD had previously denied there was a blanket policy to reject members of the unit, known as the Triples. BBC has not, but the BBC has not been able to find any evidence that the UK Special Forces supported any resettlement applications. As if UK SF has supported any application, the MOD declined to answer the question. The Triples, so-called because their designation were CF333 and ATF444, were set up, trained and paid by the UK Special Forces and supported the SAS and SBS on operation in Afghanistan. Now, when the country fell to the Taliban in 2021, they were judged to be in grave danger of reprisal and were entitled to apply for resettlement in the UK. The rejection of the application was controversial because it came at a time when a public inquiry in the UK was investigating allegations that British Special Forces had committed war crimes on operation in Afghanistan, where the Triples were present. So, were they scared that the Triples could be called as witnesses, and therefore decided, the best way forward is to just stop them from coming in or being issued resettlement here in the UK. What do you think has gone on? Quite an interesting one, right? It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories, let me ask you this question. If the Foreign Office is advising that, look, don't take this trip to this particular place because it's dangerous, and stuff like that, and individuals decide, no, we feel the edge, we really want to go there, and they embark on the journey, what do you think the country should do this time around the UK? But the story says the UK government must act more promptly to help a British couple currently being held in Iran that it did to secure the release of Nazanin Zaghari Ratcliffe. Her husband Richard Ratcliffe has said. Now, Craig and Lindsay Foreman were arrested in January, but news of their detention on unspecified security charges only emerged earlier this week. Now, the couple, both age 52, had been on a motorbike trip across the world and had only planned to be in Iran for 5 days. Mr. Ratcliffe, whose wife was arrested in Iran in 2016 and not released until 6 years later, said the dangers of traveling to the country will be a lot clearer if Foreign Office travel advice reflected the risks of hostage taking there. The UK Foreign Office advises against all travels to Iran, saying British and British-Iranian dual nationals are at significant risk of arrest, questioning, or detention. Having a British passport or connection to the UK can be reason enough for the Iranian authorities to detain you, it adds. And it's quite an interesting one, quite a lengthy one. But again, the government was telling them, the Foreign Office saying, don't go. But they were thinking, you know what? They want to go on a journey, a path. And then they decided to go, and now they have been apprehended. Now, what is going to be the cost for their release? Is it going to be another huge sum of money, as was paid for Nazanin Zaghari Ratcliffe and the two other men, two other guys who were also arrested and were released with her? Are we going to see another one? Because back in the day when Iran, they had this revolution and stuff like that, there were sanctions that was placed against them, and some of Iranians' money have been confiscated in the West or developed countries, and therefore they take that as an opportunity to say, okay, we've arrested some of the people, so in exchange for their lives, give us some of our money. And they do that That's how they managed to get Nazanin, Zachary Ratcliffe, and the other guys who were with her out of that particular place. But we know it's quite a challenging time for the Foreman family, and we pray that peace or common sense prevails and we get them out ASAP. At 11:36, as I just say, at 1:45, that is the next 9 minutes, the lines will be open for you to add your voice to the discussion if need be. Wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's go to other parts of the world. As European leaders prepare for emergency Ukraine talks in Paris, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov is heading to Saudi Arabia for talks with the U.S. Now, Lavrov will discuss possible peace talks with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio on Tuesday. Meanwhile, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer says he's ready to put UK peacekeeping troops in Ukraine if and when the war ends. But U.S. delegation is heading to Poland for Ukraine's peace talks. As Russia and U.S. officials descend on Saudi Arabia and European leaders meet in the French capital, it's just been announced that the U.S. Special Envoy to Ukraine is heading to Poland to begin talks with one of Kyiv's staunchest allies. Now, General Keith Kellogg will be the guest of Polish President Andrzej Duda at the presidential palace tomorrow. The president's aide, Wojciech Koleski, has said on a radio program this morning. The aide says that the talks were first initiated by the American side. It comes after it was revealed over the weekend that Kellogg will not be in attendance at this week's summit in Saudi Arabia. The close Ukrainian ally, which also shares a 529 kilometers border with the embattled country, is also sending a representative to Paris towards today to take part in the Ukrainian peace talks with the European colleagues. It's all Starr Radio UK. Let's take a quick commercial. We come back and we continue. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say order, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and if you happen to be in Ghana anytime, well, JN Mobile Spa, organic care, they provide massage. If you are distressed, you need rejuvenating, sensual, healing therapy for your facials, exfoliating, firming, and lifting. Yes, contact them. It is at your beck and call. Just give them a shout and they will be with you. Call them on 024-494-1002 or 02006-06386. All your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. And let me say good morning to the proprietor or proprietress of JN Mobile Spa there as well. Starr Radio UK at 11:40. let's crack on. Got about another 20 minutes to bring the first part of the program to a close. The choice by the Trump administration of Saudi Arabia as a location for key talks on Ukraine underscores how far the kingdom has come diplomatically from the near pariah state it became after the murder of the Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi in 2018. The shadow that casts over the country and its de facto leader, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in particular, appears to have lifted, although there are still concerns occasionally raised at international forums over Saudi Arabia's human rights records. Now, who says they do care about that? In some way, somehow, though. Yeah. All right, then. On many fronts, in entertainment and support in particular, the country has spent huge amounts of money to further its ambitions to be a major player on the world stage. Diplomatically, the Saudi leadership has also been enhancing its role during the Biden years. The kingdom increased its pivot away from reliance on the U.S. as its key international ally. The Saudis made clear that they would follow what they perceive as their interests first and foremost, now striking up closer relationship with countries viewed as key rivals to U.S., such as Russia and China. The return of Donald Trump to the White House will have been welcomed by the Saudis. His first foreign visit in his first term was to Saudi Arabia, and the transactional nature of his foreign policy is more conducive to the country's Saudi leadership. One of the possible achievements that Trump would most like to chalk up on his second will be a peace deal between the Saudis and Israel, which will be the culmination of the Abraham Accords that he initiated in his first term. But the war in Gaza has subsequently got in the way and may well raise the price that Saudi would demand for a peace. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station. The Saudis were very quick to announce their definitive rejection of Mr. Trump's plan for Gaza to remove all the Palestinians and rebuild it. As a result, it has spurred the kingdom to try to come up with a workable alternative plan with other Arab states, which will see Gazans remain in place as enclave is rebuilt and will lead to two-state solution of the conflict. Do you see or foresee a two-state solution happening today, tomorrow, in your lifetime, or maybe in my lifetime, or in your child or your children or children's lifetime? How do you see that being worked out? But hey, it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Lines are open. If you want to join, feel free to do so. Get in touch with us and we will make sure we bring you everything that you need to know this morning. The U.S. State Department has dropped a statement from its website which stated that Washington does not support Taiwan's independence, a move which has sparked anger in China. Now, China said the revision sends a wrong signal to separatist forces advocating for Taiwan's independence and asks the U.S. to correct its mistakes. Now, the department fact sheet on Taiwan-U.S. relations earlier included the phrase, "We do not support Taiwan independence." This was removed last week as part of what it said was a routine update. A U.S. spokesperson was quoted as saying that it remains committed to the One China policy, it said, where U.S. recognizes and has formal ties with China rather than Taiwan. Now, China sees self-governed Taiwan as a breakaway province that will eventually be part of the country and has not ruled out the use of force to achieve this. But many Taiwanese consider themselves to be part of a separate nation, although most are in favor of maintaining the status quo where Taiwan neither declares independence from China nor unites with it. As well as dropping the phrase, the fact sheet, which was updated last Thursday, also says the U.S. will support Taiwan's membership in international organizations where applicable. Commenting on the changes, a spokesperson at the American Institute in Taiwan, the U.S. de facto embassy on the island, told local media that the fact sheets had been updated to inform the general public about the U.S. unofficial relationship with Taiwan. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Moving on straight to some other stories making the round this time around in Africa. Detained Ugandan opposition figure Kizza Besigye is on hunger strike for a second week and has been returned to prison after being in a health clinic overnight, his allies have said. The 68-year-old was rushed to a private medical facility in a prison ambulance as his health was deteriorating. His lawyer, Arias Lukwago, wrote earlier on Facebook, Besigye was charged in a military court with illegal possession of firearms, threatening national security, as well as a treachery, which carries the death sentence. He denies the accusations. The news about his health came hours after a cabinet minister said he had visited Besigye in jail and urged him to resume eating while pledging to drop his military trial. The veteran politician who has run for president against long-serving leader Yoweri Museveni for 4 times has been in detention since he was dramatically abducted in Kenya. Let me put it today, renditioned in Kenya and taken back to Uganda to face a military trial. Uganda, okay, last month the Supreme Court ruled that the trying civilians in military courts was unconstitutional. But they continue. They are law to themselves and they will do whatever that they deem fit. And where have you heard such a story also taking place? Nigeria. The DSS or the SSS as they call themselves. The Nigerian government has condemned Canada for denying visas to its senior military officers, including the head of the military. Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa said half of his delegation who were supposed to be in Canada for an official assignment on Wednesday were left in Nigeria after not getting the correct paperwork. Interior Minister Albumi Tunji Ojo condemns the action by the Canadian officials, terming it disrespectful to the West African country. The Canadian High Commission in Nigeria said it was aware of the matter but declined to give further details for privacy reasons and on the specific individuals involved. It comes 2 weeks after Canada introduced new regulation that grants immigration officers explicit authority to cancel temporary resident documents under specific circumstances. And this is one of the specific ones. So, with that happening, what will Nigeria do? However, the U.S. this morning, the United States has announced, okay, I'm not a robot. Okay, just bear with me. Let me just take it off. The U.S. has announced that the first batch of prisoners in Nigeria who are going to be are being deported to Nigeria will include prisoners there. We'll be telling you more about that. Let's stay tuned, don't go away. This is Starr Radio UK.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program Star Radio UK. Let me take the opportunity to say good morning to Pastor Joyce. Yes, I call her aka Bluffo. I hope you are doing very, very well, and the family as well. Let's crack on, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be bringing you or taking you to Cyprus, where our own HRH Linda Pallien will be to bring you Career 101. One story from Nigeria. The ruling All Progressive Congress has secured a landslide victory in the Katsina State local government election, winning all 34 chairmanship positions and all 361 councillorship seats in the poll conducted on Saturday, February 15, 2025. The chairman of the Katsina Independent Electoral Commission, Lawal Al-Hassan, announced the results on Sunday, February 16, at the commission's headquarters. He confirmed that the APC dominated the election, securing all positions by a wide margin. In all 34 local government areas, the APC won both the chairmanship and councillorship seats with overwhelming support from voters, Al-Hassan stated. The federal disclosed that 5 political parties participated in the election, including Accord, that is African Action Congress, AAC, African Democratic Congress, All Progressive Congress, and Boot Party. Whoa. Yeah. All right then. The Boot Party, I don't know what they sell. But whatever it is. Well, it's all coming your way from Star Radio UK. Let's now move on straight and come to Ghana and look at some of the stories making the rounds there as well. The Ashanti Regional Council of State re-election is set to take place today after last week's poll was disrupted by chaos. A total of 86 assembly members will cast their vote to select or elect representatives from among 12 candidates to represent the region at the Council of State. The election, which was originally held on Tuesday, February 11, the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council was marred by violence during the sorting of ballots. The Electoral Commission was forced to cancel the process after alleged supporters of the ruling National Democratic Congress stormed the venue and destroyed electoral materials, including ballot papers, after voting and sorting of ballot papers was ongoing. The disruption reportedly occurred when it became evident that their preferred candidate was trailing in the votes yet to be counted. Among 12 candidates contesting for the Regional Council of State position, the race is expected to be keenly contested between Nkansa Buedu, the Agric Zimahine, and Yao Owusu Bimpa, former Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NDC. The security has been tightened at the venue ahead of today's re-election, with the Electoral Commission assuring stakeholders of a peaceful and transparent process. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, we'll be looking at some of the educational system, but not today. We'll be looking at that later on in the course of the week. Well, the appointments of the various individuals seem to be going on there in Ghana, and this time round, the president has appointed Nanakwesi Boete Esquire as acting CEO of the Ghana Publishing company. I remember back in the day, Isabella's mom was working there. I've forgotten the name, but just bear with me. Very dear friend of mine, of the family as well. It's all coming your way from Star Radio UK. All right. Now, the president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, has emphasized that the need for African countries to mobilize domestic resources to reduce dependence on external finance and achieve sustainable growth. Now we go to all these Bretton Woods institutions and they prescribe some sort of whatever things, and then they tell you have to do that. But can we actually, hand on heart, say that, well, with all those things done, I remember back in the day, there was between 2020, there was lots of things. I've forgotten the names. And during President Rawlings's time, the late Rawlings's time, and then it came to MPP Kufuor's time, and all that stuff. But can you actually say that those policies that were implemented has actually improved on our economic situation or has worsened it? He noted that African economic journey has demonstrated resilience despite numerous challenges, with projections indicating a recovery in growth to 3.7% in 2024 and fall to 4.03% in 2025. These optimistic outlooks highlight the inherent strength of our economies and the effectiveness of policy intervention, President Mahama has said. But the question is the local that local person's economy being also assessed there as well, or we have foreign investors in the country who are doing all sorts, and they finish, repatriate all their profits, and they are gone, and we are counting that as part of money that is coming into the country, but meanwhile it's not coming to us. The President Mahama is the champion on African Union Financial Institution, was delivering the keynote address at the Heads of State and Government Breakfast Dialogue held at the AU Commission headquarters in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, yesterday. It was a side event of the AU Summit and was held on the theme Africa at the Forefront, Mobilizing African Investment and Financing for Implementing Agenda 2063, hosted by President Mahama. It was held under the auspices of the Alliance of African Multilateral Financing Institution, also called the African Club. Now, present at the meeting were high-level officials from various multilateral organizations within the outside the continent, including chairpersons of the Governing Council of the Alliance of African Multilateral Financing Institution and the president and chairman of the board of directors of Afrexim Bank, Professor Benedict Orama, the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Also present were the African Union High Representative for Financing of the Union and the Peace Fund, Dr. Donald Kaberuku, the Commissioner for Economic Development, Trade, Tourism, Industry and Minerals, and the AU Ambassador Muchanga, among others. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. Let me see whether I can capture one other story before we take a break, and then we go on to Career 101. Dr. Kwabena Dufour has called for the reintegration of traditional chiefs in Ghana's governance system, arguing that their marginalization has contributed to social and economic decline, especially in rural areas. In his write-up, Empowering Our Chiefs, he makes a strong case for revitalizing the chieftaincy institution to strengthen national unity and drive local development. Now, historically, chiefs played a crucial role in local governance, security, and land management before colonial rule. They were at the heart of the community affairs, acting as mediators and custodians of law and order. However, in 1992 Constitution significantly reduced their influence, limiting their duties to customary affairs. Dr. Dufour argues that this shift has weakened the chieftaincy institution, leading to social disintegration. Our chiefs, once the backbone of the governance structure, have been sidelined, leaving communities vulnerable to lawlessness, rural exodus, and moral decay, he writes. With the chiefs lacking financial support, many have been unable to address key developmental challenges in their areas. Now, what are the politicians doing there? If the politicians are doing their work, I don't think there will be a need for us to say, let's bring the chiefs in, because if the politicians are not doing those that we voted for, we can hold them accountable and not doing it. What about the chief who has just been installed because of his by birth? What do you think? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. We're going to take a break, and once we come back, we'll go straight to no other place but to Cyprus, where our own HRH Linda Pallien is going to be with us. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy. We're talking about where
so roles, so it's really important. And also in your personal lives, in your vocational training, but in your personal life, you can use transferable skills. For example, if you're a really diplomatic person, you can use that in a fight against your spouse. Or you it's called transferable skills for a reason. It transfers into diverse situations. Ability to calm a situation down, or on the opposite end of the spectrum, to escalate a situation. That's skill. Okay, so now that we're clear on what transferable skills are in the career context, I'm going to share with you when you would need these. We've kind of spoken about this. There's a really good quote from Will Smith about talent and skill, which I will read verbatim from the book. What he says: the separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, for people who have dreams or who want to do things. So talent is an ability you have naturally, and skill is only developed through hours and hours of working on your craft. That's a direct quote from Will Smith. Talent you have naturally, skill is developed through hours and hours of working on your craft. So when we're talking about transferable skills, it also includes your talent. And a lot of people say, well, I'm good at drawing. How does that relate to, for example, a job that I may have? Well, actually, if you're good at drawing, you're good at conceptualizing ideas and recreating them in tangible, visible, physical forms. And you can use that whether you're doing software programming, where again, you're taking someone's idea, I want a beautiful website that does blah, 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 and you conceptualize that wish and desire of the customer into what they perceive as a website. Those are transferable skills directly from your drawing that you can use in, let's say, the software programming field. So it's not just that you have one skill and you're stuck with that. It's being able to explore it and showcase, because you won't necessarily have all of the experience that is sought after in a particular job or in a particular position. But if you can show that you've done this before in a different context and you can apply it into this context, then it works as good evidence of showcasing your skills. You may have heard a lot of people say, well, I grew up with 8 people in the household, I know how to manage people. That is a good example of transferable skills. And it doesn't take away because it was in the household setting. I mean, you at the end of the day, you're still talking to people and they can relate to managing people, to managing your siblings, to managing your kids, to managing a household, to the household budget, to be able to manage the finances of the company. It does translate and it's equally valid. So I really want to reassure you, if you're listening to this and thinking, well, I don't have any transferable skills, dig a little deeper. I want to challenge you to dig a little deeper.
Okay. Now, listeners, it is Starr Radio UK. Career 101 with HRH Linda Pallien. As we've said this morning, you are supposed to listen to us. Whether you are a student, whether you are a graduate, whether you are work, whatever you are, okay, it's very important because we are looking at transferable skills, especially when we are in a time where today you have a job, tomorrow they say that is no more and you need to find something else. What do you have to say that with this I can also now tend to be this? But Linda, you did talk about I don't know whether from the definition that Will Smith gave, but it looks like someone is asking the question, so until somebody polishes their talent you cannot call it a skill. Is that it?
Not necessarily. You can have a natural skill, but if you can have a natural talent, but if you don't work on it to polish it, whoever works on it and doesn't even have that natural talent will for sure overtake you.
Okay.
That regards. Okay. So there's, you can sit on gold and do nothing with it. Take it and turn it into a beautiful jewelry and up the value. Think about how you may have a natural talent to sing, but you probably still need singing lessons and practice to be able to use it in the best possible format. And this is with your natural talents.
Thank you very much. I think that's a good one there. So if you are listening to us, you are talented. Yes, you need to work on it, and it can be a very good skill for you. All right then, over to you, Linda.
Fantastic. Because I'm going to share with you 15 of the top and most sought after transferable skills for employers. And then I'm going to share with you some of the key skills, and we're going to break it down so that into a checklist that you can just tick off. So the first one, in no particular order, is management. We've alluded to that. If you've managed people, you've managed a treasury, you've been in charge of anything. Management can really be a really good transferable skill that you can use to demonstrate your leadership qualities. So definitely look for areas in your life where you've managed something, whether it's a church choir, whether you've managed a Sunday school group, whether you've managed a club, or even organized an activity. You can use those activities as evidence of management for your transferable skills. The second one is problem solving, and this is such a key skill for any employer, your ability to solve problems. Nobody wants someone who's going to come to them with every little problem and ask what to do. Every manager is looking for, every employer is looking for someone who can think on their feet, who can be creative, who can come up with solutions, even if they don't act on it, to suggest solutions at least to be considered, rather than being a chicken little, the sky is falling all the time. It's not helpful. And especially if you're in employment right now, if you're looking for ways to boost your profile as an employee and to get a raise or to get a promotion, again, problem solving will be definitely a key skill to have. The third one is analytical reasoning. And this is the ability to be able to look objectively at and at information and deduce useful data out of it. So being able to analyze a given data is really important to employers. Analytical reasoning. So if you don't know what that is, it's part of problem solving, but it's really identifying a solution and finding logical solutions to a company's problems. That definitely is very sought after. And then following on from that, we have critical thinking. To again using a problem solving and analytical reasoning, but also to be able to decipher what a fact is and what the truth is. There's a difference between fact and truth.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the evidence and evaluating that and deciding which information is more opinion and which one is based on fact, to back up a decision that you'll take. That is critical thinking. And this is a subject that is taught in some secondary schools in England, or you can do a lot of courses. I don't even want to restrict this to England, because you can do a lot of online courses for free on critical thinking to sharpen these skills. And for me, that is a very valuable skill to have in any employee, regardless of whatever position you're doing. Even if you're doing something that doesn't involve maths or what is traditionally white-collar jobs, understanding how to critically think makes you a standout employee and definitely a good candidate. Or even exhibiting these on your CV or in your applications will help you. So it's not just enough to be it, but to be able to communicate it and demonstrate that you have these skills.
Okay.
The next skill is leadership. This is the fifth skill we're on about: leadership abilities, being able to take the lead on a project, get a team to get behind your ideas and follow you and accomplish a shared goal. Again, leadership skills. You can't go wrong with having leadership skills, regardless of where you're starting from. Leadership skills, to be able to supervise and manage a team, again, priceless. Number 6, adaptability. Can you adapt to a given scenario? Because life isn't a constant, things change all the time. And something might happen at work, you might not be, your boss might not always be present to tell you what to do. Can you adapt and make the most out of a situation? I always use this example because I think it's my favorite. The late Kofi Annan, how he became UN Secretary General when there was a to have, and his boss was flying in the air, and he had to step in and make a decision, which then demonstrated that he was good enough to become UN Secretary General. So again, if you're able to be adaptable and pivot and adapt to change as it's happening and maintain a positive attitude whilst you're doing it and get your work done, wow, who doesn't want that person to work for them? Who doesn't want that person to be in their corner working on? Our seventh skill is teamwork. No man is an island. Whether you're doing a project, let's use this example of drawing. You may think, oh, well, in my profession I work alone. You gave me the brief. But again, you're working for someone, with someone. You need that teamwork skill, that you don't rub people up the wrong way. You're able to listen to others and be able to build a relationship with people to achieve a common goal. Right? And again, that would really help. And even if it's, as we said in your drawing, if you're working within National Association of Artists, for example, there you go, that's a team. There's people that work individually but part of a consortium. So definitely you need teamwork skills to accomplish any goal. And then communication. communication is our eighth skill. Communication, again, another priceless skill. To be able to interpret a piece of information in a way that, or relate a piece of information in a way that people understand it, they don't take offense. It's clear, everyone knows what they're doing. It's clear and concise and unambiguous. It's a very useful skill, whether it's in writing, emails, text messages, writing press releases, whatever it is, written communication you're doing, whether it's oral communication, whether you're giving a speech, or maybe doing a briefing, taking notes or minutes at meetings. To be able to communicate effectively will really help you. Last week we did those skills that will stand you in good stead, and again, communication was one of them, right, that you need. So definitely communication. Number 9 is writing skills. This seems a bit repetitive, but again, written communication that conveys a message clearly will really help you. And in the absence of visual cues, to be able to write in a way that people can see what is being communicated to them is a skill, but again, a very transferable skill that you can use in one job to another. So you might not be a copywriter anymore, but you might be able to use the fact that you're able to write to be able to do radio or presenting. It's a different form of communication, but still communication. And then number 10, active listening skills. Active listening skills. The opposite end of the spectrum of communicating is listening. Human beings love to feel heard, and that someone is listening to them. That's the only way you can communicate effectively, if you actually understand what someone's trying to relate to you, whether it's your client, whether it's your supplier, whether it's your team, whether it's your kids. Active listening skills, to be able to demonstrate that in a job interview and say, and actually in job interviews we test for this. We test for active listening. And we've done this in this forum before, where, for example, in an interview question, I would say, tell me a time of when you've used good communication to be able to convince an angry customer, and what the feedback was. So this question, if you're listening to it, has 2 parts. The first part is when you've used good communication skills. The second part is the reaction and the feedback from the customer.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the interview stage, because you're nervous and you're trying to give a good impression, as soon as the question's asked, you are thinking about, a time when I've used good communication skills. You're formulating your star or your answer in your head, that you didn't listen
to the customer. I didn't listen to the end of the question itself as well.
To the second, and it's a trick that interviewers use to see if you possess active listening skills. So I always say in interview prep, if we've done interview prep together, let them finish, listen to the whole question first, and then take a moment to frame your answer before you start talking. There's no crime against pausing for a few seconds before you answer the question. You don't have to answer the question right away. You can seconds, gather your thoughts before you answer the question. But the important and the key skill is answering the question properly, because you've been actively listening.
Yeah. But on the active listening, now, and you saying that you can pause before you answer the question. Some people are of the view that by so doing, it shows that you were not prepared for that particular question that is being posed. Either you've not experienced anything, now you are just trying now to think about something. So at times when I sit in a panel like that, then I think, He's not going to just cook something for us. So he's not actually experienced that. So if somebody finds themselves in such a situation, what should they do there? I know we are digressing a bit though.
No, that's a great point. I've never come across that point of view at all. But I think it's also fine to explain or to elaborate. Give me a second to put my answer at once. And I think, depending on the quality of your answer, you can dispel that prejudice that you're not.
Okay.
I think if you pause, also depend on the length of the pause. There's a comfortable pause and there's a
long pause.
So, hopefully you would have prepared some of these competency questions already. You don't need to pause that long. But definitely, I think, depending on the quality of the answers, most people see it as you gathering your thoughts.
Yeah.
And you, again, because if you have the inkling that they're thinking that, clarify. When people communicate, there's nothing like communicating super clearly. Oh, I just need a minute to gather my answer so I can give you a better answer. It explains to them what you're doing. It fills the gap. It gives you more time to think. And it doesn't go against you. If you rush the question and you don't answer it fully,
that goes against you. Yeah.
So in doubt, pause and think about it, and then come up with a really good answer that hopefully brings them away.
Okay.
But that's a great input, Archie. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Okay. So where are we? The 11th skill. We talk about active listening. Creativity. Again, one of my favorite skills, creativity. And as I said, one thing I've learned recently, which I'm applying in my own life, is the importance of creativity and dedicating time to creativity. You know, there's a saying that says there's no lack of money, just a lack of creativity.
Yeah.
And creativity is not just an ability to sing, draw, what we traditionally refer to as the creative arts. More than that, it's creatively financing your business, creatively selling to someone without seeming salesy or pushy, creatively conveying your idea across without conveying a perhaps sensitive idea across without offending. You know, creativity is in so many ways, and every single person on earth who is a creation in themselves possesses creative skill. And we just need time to hone those skills.
Yeah.
I was listening to, I can't remember what this motivational speaker name was, but he was saying we don't dedicate enough time to hone in our creativity. Creativity takes time. I've been watching a lot of bridal things because it's been wedding season, and just looking at the time it takes to create one wedding dress, or to create one stunning jewelry piece, or to create an artwork. And if we look at people in the traditional creative arts, they don't just get up and they're able to play a role in a movie. They practice for months, sometimes they diet for it, and we need to leaf out of their booklets. They allow themselves to be vulnerable, work on their craft to hone it, to be able to do that. And in the business world, we don't do that, or in non-traditional creative roles, we forget that you don't just learn and train to be an accountant and then you're suddenly an accountant. You work on your craft. You need to be able to work on how to communicate or talk on your broadcast to keep people engaged. You still need to work as a public speaker on maybe how you carry yourself, or your stage presence, or how people perceive your message. And we need to dedicate the time to being creative about how we do what it is we do? Are you an out-of-the-box thinker? Do you employ novel techniques to help clients understand how to use your product? To find novel solutions to problems that they face? This is where the money is, in the creativity of being creative about how to do banal things, usual things, but a creative way of it. Today I was looking at an interview from Shudu, the digital model creator, and he was saying he's a young person in his 30s, and he says, I've been a fashion photographer for ages, and I played video games in my spare time. And I thought, I'm burnt out in this industry. I want to do something different. I'm questioning what I'm doing with my life. And it's like, well, in 3 months, he was able to learn how to program and to code, and to be able to draw on the skills that he's gained in the fashion sense, and from gaming, and put it together with the tangible skill he's just learned in how to program, to be able to new thing and revolutionize the industry. That one would say is saturated, or there's too much in it, and nobody anymore. There's nothing new invented. If you give enough time to be creative, you can invent this. And this guy's story is particularly touching because, look at the time. I'll just finish this thought. His story is particularly touching because he stopped working in London, moved in with his parents again for a year to reset. Basically, and from his parents' shed, he created this. Us feel like this at different times, and we feel like it's just us and all hope is lost. It's the most creativity and most genius comes from this particular scenario. We're feeling that, and you're looking at what transferable skills you can use. Creativity is definitely one that you can use. I'll just mention the rest of them. So attention to detail is one of them. Project management is another transferable skill that you can use. Relationship building, being able to understand people, priceless. Computer skills is also one of that you can always use in any particular job or in any transferable skills that you may need to.
Wow, listeners, this has been a load full of skills that you need to you might have them all there. Everything that she's talked about, you might have them there, but because you've not taken the time to check it out or use it, so you think, whoa, it's not there. What is she talking about? She is living on another planet. No. These are transferable skills that we are talking about. You have them in it, but you have to take time to actually even discover that you still have them. But if you want to know more about what we've talked about and how, when it comes to your career, your hands can be held, taken through the various places by Linda, then please, you can go back to our broadcast. You go to Starr Radio UK every Monday edition of the morning show. You will have the latter part, Linda there bringing you Career 101. We've touched on various topics, and it's very, very important to each and every one of us if you really want to go on in life. Okay, so Linda has written a few books that every time we come on I do talk about them. Now they are also there to help you out when it comes to your career as well. So I'm going to go back to her. She's going to talk about those books, and then she can put her contact details across to you. If you are interested, get in touch with her. She runs some programs that you could just register. At times you call it, it's expensive, but it's something that you are using to better yourself up. So it's very important. I want you to listen to her and then get in touch with her. Over to you, Linda.
Thank you. So as you said, sometimes we tend to think, getting help is expensive. But the real question is, can you afford not to? To be in the same position that you've been in for the last few years, for the next few years, when you can invest a little and move yourself into a much better place and tenfold your income sometimes. So definitely that's something to think about. If you're interested in the books, they're called the career books, funny that this is Career 101. They're the career books by Linda Pallien, and they're available on Amazon and also via my website if you're based in Cyprus. But Amazon across the world, you can find them. They've been priceless resources for a lot of people around the world. There's loads of testimonials that you'll see, and definitely get your hands on them. We spoke about transferable skills. In the career workbook, which is the book 3, there's a part to bring out these transferable skills in you and to be able to explore that. In the career success book, we talk about, this is book 2, we talk about what transferable skills you might need for what employment and how you can use other experiences, unconventional experiences, to be able to get the job of your dreams without necessarily having the experience for it. So it's all there. And then of course the how to career, if you're thinking of resetting or doing a second business, definitely these 6 steps are there to guide you. You can find them all on lindapallien.com. lindapallien.com. You can find out about the books, how to work with me one-to-one. You can look at what training programs we have. They start from £20. They are super affordable, and they're online, and you can do them from the comfort of your own home, and you can implement it today to start earning the money you deserve, the career you deserve, the life you deserve, because you owe it to yourself. So definitely, or contact me on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, at Linda Pallien or at my cheerleader, to say I'm a cheerleader of people's successes and dreams, and I can be your cheerleader too.
Yes, and that's it. She said it. She is my cheerleader. She can be your cheerleader. So why not make sure you get in touch with her? Linda, let me say thank you very much for this wonderful time once again.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. All right, then, listeners. Yes, listeners, that has been HRH Linda Pallien for you this morning. So I hope that you enjoy the program. But hey, as I did say, this is why we are bringing the program to a close for today. God willing, tomorrow we're going to be back with another edition of the morning show. It's going to be the Tuesday edition of the morning show. You want to be part of it? My goodness, make a date with me when I come back. But hey, I cannot sign out without bringing you a music. I've been saying it. African leaders, you better set up, or you find yourself wanting with a new world order taking place now. America, make America great again, make America first, and the deportation and reproduction that is going on across the world now. Oh boy, leaders, sit up or else. But the Zongo man sums it up nicely for us, and he says the problem of Africa is the greed who run things. Enjoy it until I come your way tomorrow. To me, Archie saying, have a top of the day, and bye-bye for now.
The problem of Africa is the elite. Africa. Who run things, who run things, who run things. The problem of Africa is the elite.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Who run things, who run things.
Thanks for listening.
Them all go to universities. Universities award them degrees. Big degrees. Degrees, big degrees. MSc in stealing, Bachelor of Arts, mismanagement, Masters in looting, MSc in corruption, Bachelor of Science in nepotism, MSc in forgery, Bachelor of Arts in indiscipline, MSc in embezzlement. The problem of Africa is the elite. Africa. Who run things, who run things, who run things. The problem of of Africa is the elite.
Africa.
Who run things, who run things, who run things. Some of them